What is up, YouTube? Yo, it's True Dark Hero here, bringing you some Rampage gameplay. Enjoying myself doing this thing. I was distracted. I thought I chose Big Team Infinity Slayer. I didn't know that I chose regular Slayer, Infinity Slayer, because more often than not, the reason I like Big Team better than just regular Infinity, the reason I like Big Team better is because it's more often than not you won't go against a party. In 4v4 and Infinity Slayer, you'll end up going against a party and they have communication and they're like, you know, SEAL Team 6, and you're basically like very uncoordinated. It's pretty bad. And so I don't like playing 4v4 that often, unless I have a party. And I didn't know I chose it until late, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna play it, whatever. If I do bad, I do bad, it doesn't matter. But yeah, this was a pretty good game. I didn't expect it to do as well as I did. It was a mixture between my team being pretty good and their team being alright, but... And yeah, it seems like there's been a lot of lag lately, but yeah, in Big Team there really isn't a big, you know, you don't usually go up against parties, and I love the chaos and the craziness, and I just took the sword here and went to work like I was the Highlander, you know. But yeah, this was a pretty good game. I played chaotically as usual. I split up from the team like a lone wolf. Lost in the cold for 7 winners. Yeah, but yeah, this was definitely fun. And I have no depth perception. But yeah, I mean, me and this random team that I ended up doing pretty well. Even though I utilized a sword mostly through the whole ordeal, I just definitely tried to fight fire with fire, because they were using the sword, and I don't usually like to use a sword, but if I have to, I'll definitely use it, because I always constantly try to get better. I'm not perfect. I definitely try to get better with the DMR, and sometimes it just feels like I shoot at people and it misses constantly, and it's just, you know, chaotic, but you know, eventually you get there. Bam, bam, double kill, and home. That's a home run. We got the killing spree, and it wasn't bad. But yeah, I usually like playing Big Team because I like open maps, I like bigger maps, I like craziness, I like more open spaces, etc., etc. That's why I usually pick the Big Team Slayer too, as well. I mean, I love Flood. Flood is pretty fun. Flood is like chaos, every man for themselves, but this, you know, it's more close quarters, personal, and you got 4v4. And the thing I don't like about the whole ordnance thing is you gotta real, like, the ordnance is like a life or death like decision, literally, because you don't know when you're gonna need something. You have to wait for the weapons you currently have to run out before you drop an ordnance sometimes, if there's not a good one up there. But this was a hard one for me, because I could use the needler, because I know the needles lock on and that'd be better. Or I could use, I mean, I don't know what I'd use the speed boost for. I don't think the speed boost would really help me out that well, because it's not like a big map or anything. But I was waiting until I probably ran out of plasma grenades, because I get lucky with the plasma grenades, and I was thinking that maybe I could, you know, once I run out, just drop the plasma grenades, and yeah, nice frenzy there. And you know, usually I, you know, get lucky with the plasma grenade, so maybe I can use a plasma grenade and it will help me take out, you know, the enemy team. Maybe I'll get a couple lucky sticks in, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what, I gotta drop this thing and use the needler, because you can't, once you run out of points or whatnot like that, once you use your ordnance, that's when your ordnance points you know, grow. If you don't use your ordnance at all, your ordnance points don't grow even if you get kills. So that's what sucks about it. So I mean, it's really one of those decisions you have to make to be able to move on and carry on, because you never know what will be in your next ordnance drop, and that could really help you. But yeah, this team did really decent, and I'm pretty happy with this team. But the things that really get me is the weapons I'm not good with, you know, because I want to be, because it seems like the weapons I'm not good at with initially are the most like powerful. You know, the bolt shot that I just picked up, I was like, yeah, maybe can use this, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pick up the sword again, and I hesitated, so the guy got my bolt shot and he got the sword. And that's one of the big things too. If you don't you know, make a decision quick, usually a teammate will pick it up. And it's okay, you know, because if I'm uncertain with it, there's a good chance I'll probably die in 2 seconds anyway. So, you know, live and let live. Except for the enemy team, I got a running riot there, which really wasn't bad. I was tearing through the other team. It was pretty crazy, but overall, I mean, it was pretty much a decent game over everything. I liked pretty much how I mean, I just like it when it's like on even playing field, when no one has any communication, like period. Because if the other team has communication and your team doesn't, then it's just instant wipe away, instantly. I didn't know. I'm like, how did this guy not see me throw? How did this guy not see me? That was my own hologram that I threw out, and he chased my hologram like right in front of his face. I didn't understand that. That was hilarious. But yeah, this is where I was really trying to contemplate, do I want the needle again, because it was working for me, and then I decided, no, I'm going to use the shotgun. You know, I've been playing a bunch of Flood, so it still had the, you know, the Flood gameplay into my system, so I decided to use that, and, you know, that apparently worked out for me too. You know, it was just really good. No big glitches or anything. I don't know why this guy didn't turn around, but yeah, I mean, this definitely was a good game. I had no problems except for the lag at the beginning. I really had no problems, and me killing myself 1,000 times like a klutz, that was pretty bad. When was the last time you heard klutz? I haven't heard that. But yeah, anyway, you know, got the rampage, and I was good. I was ecstatic. And this is definitely the way to go with my game. Like this was pretty fun. But overall, you know, my team was doing pretty good work, and even though we didn't stick together, we still got kills and we still like avoided deaths. I got 27 and 4. I almost had 30 kills without dying, which would have been an unstoppable, which would have been pretty awesome, but I'm not complaining at all. This is a pretty good game. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm out.